to TLDR how to play Umamusume, right? Is you need to get all your stats very accordingly, but some of the stats you're going to need to make it higher than others before your first race, obviously. And then the top side, the double circles and whatnot, the double circle, triple circle, these indicate popularity. And then on the corner right here, it says the most popular. So triple circle means that you're the most popular. This doesn't really mean anything. It just means that everybody kind of has an eye on you. So if you lose, you'll lose more fans. But if you win, you get a little bit more fans. Then you got your stats where you can raise your stats before you go to race. That's kind of the whole point. You train before you go to these races. And I don't know if he's going to showcase skills. So he's not going to showcase the skills. So skills, by the way, it already kind of gives you like a preset of skills that you can unlock before the race. And the skills activate during the race while you're getting chased or while you're trying to corner somebody or trap somebody or try to break out of somebody's like drift or clutches, right? There's a lot of shit to it. There's a whole like alphabetical encyclopedia on literally a PhD on how certain things work phenomenally to certain Umamusume girls at certain Umamusume times. But don't worry about that. So she has an affinity. Every horse girl has an affinity. And her affinity is grass, right? On grass field. A mid-distance at the very first. So it means the first one is like the playing field, right? Like which terrain. There's like rough, there's grass, there's mound, there's track, etc. And then there's the distance. They got the super short, medium course, large, super long, right? Marathon style kind of deal. And then last but not least, the positioning that where the horse girl wants to be. Rice Showers has always been a position forward, which means that she always kind of wants to be, she wants to be in the head. She wants to be in the head of the lead because there's 4 options right here. We're gonna keep on the mood kind of depends on the mood. Like you don't want her mood to be down because when her mood is down instead of a normal, right? When her mood is normal, she's all right. When her mood is high, there might be some like luck stat, boost stats, and some of the things that she might be able to pull off much better than before. But when it goes like down, right, it says she's not feeling so good, or like worse, she's sick. There is a chance of injury that can permanently hurt your girl, which does make her rest up, which would destroy your quote-unquote horse girl career because you can't train during those turns. So you kind of want to keep her motivated, but simultaneously not crazy motivated. And then last but not least, you got the plan. This one is it's either in the back, in the middle, forward, or the last option is run away with it. So what it means is that the speed and the matchings of how the energy consumptions and energy conservations that the horse girl wants to do. The more affinity that you can put her in the right position, the better. So she wants to be forward. So you want to put her in the forward, which is the 3rd button, right? And so, hey, thank you so much for the Raiderino Cappuccino, brother. Appreciate that. How are you doing, my friend? We're just explaining about horse girls right now. So the very first option is runaway. Runaway is very fast. Like it is ahead of the lead. It's going to consume a lot of stamina. It's going to be very dangerous because you are not going to survive the long run. The third option or the second option right here is the quote unquote ahead, which means that if there's a group gets clumped, if usually whenever a horse girl runs, there's going to be kind of like a cluster, you know, those little NASCAR cluster before anything happens. Whenever that happens, your Umamusume girl wants to be preferred in the forward, wants to be ahead so it doesn't get clumped up in the middle. The fourth option is in the middle. So they like to be in the middle. They like to be in the draft area. And then last but not least, back. right? Which is the quote unquote backside, the back line. Like it's gonna be a slow start, but at like the end of like the last minute spot or during a certain corner, it has more capability to not get blocked or not get there's different strategies to these things, right? Like for instance, sticking in the middle is the worst thing you can do because some of the skills can get blocked by other girls' skills because some of the girls' skills are specialized to block Umamusumes that try to get out of the middle and whatnot. And so like most of the time you want to either be super back or in the front just cause unless the girl excels in the draft, right? And then last but not least, you got the name, Rice Shower, her star, which means that he didn't fully upgraded her. Understandable. And then every so often, there's two quote unquote voice actors. By the way, those two people, one female, one male, they are official professional horse racing, like IRL horse racing people, which is insane announcers. They would talk about the horse girl, and then the male usually kind of goes down with the analysis and be like, oh, this person's like, oh, top of the leaderboard, or like in the popularity vote, she's supposed to be the winning show, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty good. And then you can see that stat changed, right? Like, for instance, notice that her stat is in the triple digits. He's competing against double digits, right? And then this girl, a.k.a. Furido do Banana, right? Furido do Banana, it's a horse girl name. This is also, all the horse girls is a IRL horse girl. You can definitely look it up if you're ever curious of what their actual records and why they are the way they are. It's pretty cool. Simultaneously, Umamusume anime also showcased this as a homage as well. As you can see, the girls that the Rice Shower is fighting up against are all scrubs. They're G+. They're not even 3 digits. She's the 7th in popularity, and that's why she has a triangle instead of a double star or triple star. Notice that she is, above average on grass, mid, and quote unquote in the middle. Notice that she's in the middle, and she prefers the middle. And her quote unquote mood is up, right? Her mood is up, which is great, which means that she is she's willing and she's ready to pop off if things. And then simultaneously here, you got the break chain, which she has a triple digits in speed. Everything else is double stat. She's the 6th person that's popular. She is decent. She's above, she's normal in the mid class. Simultaneously, she's not feeling well. So she definitely will like make a mistake or there's a chance of her to get injured. So it's going to be very spooky. And then you kind of see the gimmick, right? You kind of see the gimmick and how each girl has their stats and each girl has their plan of the attack and each girl's quote unquote her affinity towards like their distance and their playing field and whatnot. So the biggest problem that Rice Shower right here is gonna have. How you doing, Alistor? Hero. Hope your stream went well, my friend. I don't have anybody here. Let me shout you out real quick. There we go. Baba boy. So that girl right there. Not this one. I guess that is... Wait, really? 一番人気 7番人気 9番人気 Okay. So I genuinely feel like she's gonna be the problem here. Just due to the fact that she is stamina, speed, triple statted. For Rice Shower, this game should be easy mode. But now this is where the fun part begins, okay? This is where the racing begins. Once you see your competition and once you see everything goes, now the true race begins. Right, it's got that good background music. It'll take time to reload. Usually, whatever your Umamusume is, it will be in the like a chibi running loading screen, which is pretty funny. And then here comes everything. They'll kind of showcase where you are, how it's going, everything, yada, yada, yada. And then you got to click on the button. And then now this is where from here on out, It's automatic. Okay? This, from here on out, everything is in the game's control. You can no longer do anything. You just gotta watch the race happen. Okay? So, by the way, these guys are like IRL commentators. So, listen and enjoy, okay? Watch this. It's pretty lit. And then before the race starts, they always showcase the top four. Top four, top three girls. And the more popular you are, the bigger screen you get. Obviously, that's why the rice shower has the biggest screen time right here. And then here it goes. And then the game begins. And you see how everybody's running. Basic concept, right? The top side, you'll see a start bar, right? You'll see a start bar, and then there's your goal. Usually right here is what your ranking is at this current moment. You can change cameras and speed and other things if you want to. So like you can see, like you can switch angles. Oh my god. Holy shit, rice shower is just cooking. What the hell? Yeah, rice shower just booming. She's on the other side of the court. The rice shower is cooking. Look at that. Nah, she's got enough time. She wins. Nah. Unless they pop off, rice shower wins easy here. Yeah, notice how the middle is clumped up here, right? This is where it's dangerous for like super fast horse to get stuck in. Just due to the fact that some of the horses has a capability to like trap you in this little landlocked area, which doesn't allow you to move fast. Uh-oh. Rice shower is just cooking. I don't think you're gonna see skills. Yeah, so this is GG, by the way. Just go to the outside. It's free game. It doesn't work like that, Burning, right? Simultaneously, you have to have a horse girl that excels in the outside, or else you're gonna get blocked by a couple of things and whatnot. And like I said, you can't do anything. This is all RNG. This is not something that you can control. So whenever you win a horse racing girl, right? When a horse race girl takes a first place, the coolest part that a lot of people don't get, right? For like an idol fan, is that if you take in first place, you get to be the idol star of the song that they're gonna sing. And Lord and behold, I sincerely hope Psy Gamings does not copyright strike these songs that's about to pop off tomorrow, or else I am not streaming this game. Because if the Umamusume girls, their entire song is copyright strikeable, I ain't playing this game on stream. That's a fact. As long as they hit, I think, 4th place, they'll be happy. From 5th place, they'll be sad. And as long as you hit the quote-unquote story goal, she'll be happy as well. And then later on in the game, weather does come into an effect for sure. because weather like muddy or rainy definitely can cause accidents and unfortunate mishaps and slip ups, which could cost the game later on in the game. And then every time you win the race and every time you debut, right? If you win or if you take a high ranking place, you get followers. Your goal is to get 320,000 followers to become the legend class and more. Right? And so every time you win a race, you win around 2 to 3 digit fans. Right now, she won about 756 fans, right? Because number one fan's always you, by the way. So technically, even if you get no fans, you technically become a beginner because, quote unquote, you're a number one fan, right? And in every race, the better you do, the better the reward you get, which, you know, is like QP and whatnot. And then after this is over, you get to have two options. If it's a big race, you get to go on a live stream, which means it's the idle time. Or you can skip the idle stuff and then just move on and playing video games. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, live concert's pretty fun, but after like your 40th rotation, you might get bored of it. So you can just skip it. So it's a nice little option. Rice showers are cutest and the hardest run to raise. True, Chibi. True. Okay, so it seems that he is constantly... Okay, so he is currently doing more racing with Rice Shower. It seems that he has leveled it up. Look at his stats, almost 200 across the board. We are fighting where? Where are we fighting, by the way? We're fighting in the Queen's Cup. Okay. Queen's Cup, and the current Affinity is pretty good. Unfortunately, Rice Shower is not as good in the miles. She's above average, but she's not, you know, excellent. So she needs to be careful on that. As you can see, the more she's in a good mood, which is great. As you can see in the operation, you see 2 people in the back, 7 people in the middle, 5 people in the forward, and there's 2 people that's going to try to run away from this race from the get-go. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Right, and then here comes the Queen race. Imagine tackling other players, player girls. There is no tackling, but there's a skill that allows you to slow down the girls that tries to get past you, which is very funny. So right now it's the Queen's Cup. So here's the third place, second place popular, and last but not least, Rice Shower. Same concept, more horse girls, and now there's gonna be different strats. And notice here, she unfortunately got a mishap right here and said started late. And because she started late, she can't be in forward. That's why she's in 6th place. This is a problem because within these 2 horse girls, they're trying to go fast as they can so they can maintain the lead. You'll see it soon enough. Okay, Marzinski is one of the person who's trying to go up. So you see these 2 girls? These 2 girls are going to try to run away the show because that's their plan. Which means that if you can stagger them or if you can find a way to catch up to them, you have a chance to knock them down because they'll be brittle. But until you can catch up to them, they are going to be utilizing their entire stamina in order to be ahead of everybody. And simultaneously, Rice Shower is in a very poor position right now because she started late. She wasn't able to get to the middle side outside, and now she's a little bit in trouble. She's still in 4th place.
花を奪っていったのはマルゼンスキー。続いて17番、早くも激しい競り合い。3番手、13番、4番手にはライズシャワー、5番手アグネスタキオ。少し離れて西のフラワー、そして外目をつきましては11番、そしてその内から行ったのは8番、そして6番、10番、並びかけてきた。外には12番。
Oh, we're in third place, baby. And then notice it says right there a little bit, right, while they turned corner, it says recovery on the stamina. You need to learn skills, right? While in corner, you get to recover stamina and whatnot. It's part of the skill that you'll get to learn later at Umamusume. It definitely helps out later in the game because you're gonna need a lot of stamina trying to bust through everything. Right now it's third place, fourth place. Is she gonna ult? Is Rice Shower gonna ult? Yeah, Rice Shower's ulting. So if you don't know, all the Umamusume has ult. If you don't know what that means, all Umamusume has an MP. If the right condition is met and if she has the right stats and if she needs to use it, if her intelligence is high enough, she can use it at a really good timing. And whenever she MPs, it gives a big boost in some of the stats that she has an ult effect for. I think her stats stamina boost and speed, I think it was, but drains over time. So now she's third place. Now she's second place. Oh, shoot. She's now first place. She got to keep running it. Liza Shower. Oh, is it going to be first place? Oh. Oh, she might be third place. Oh, no. Oh. Yo, who's first place? Who's first place? Oh. Damn, she was in second place. Unlucky. Oh, well. So she could not get fast enough, but she's in second place. Can't win them all, chat. Wait, we get to see. Okay, don't get to see it. But yeah, essentially, that is how. This is how it goes, right? That's practically how the Umamusume racing goes. The more it'll get more intense, the more ladder you climb up, right? But the fun part is not only the racing part here, but kind of like the subtle friendship you kind of make along the way. And sometimes you get like unexpected fans or sometimes an unexpected stat boost, etc., during your quote unquote career course, right? But yeah, other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video that I showed you about Umamusume. I'm excited for the game. I sincerely hope they don't DMCA the songs for the live, right? The live concert dance or whatever. Because I would love to show you guys that during stream whenever I take that W. But other than that, thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next time. Peace.